morning to one and all present over here. Revered Principal Sir, respected supervisors, dear colleagues, and my loving children, I welcome you all. Today, we are observing World Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. From war zones to refugee camps, to communities torn apart by violence, people in all parts of the world are in dire need. A pandemic, a climate crisis, a food crisis, an energy crisis, and supply chain disruptions have increased suffering and taken us to the brink of global recession. This World Drug Day, UNODC, addresses existing and emerging transnational drug challenges stemming from situations of crisis. Now, I would like to request my colleague, Mr. Amir Kumar Mahanti sir, to come forward and enlighten us more on this awareness program.
Life lies in the beauty of your mindset. A very good morning to one and all. Esteemed principal of the school, revered supervisory aides, dear colleagues, and my loving children. The burning topic today, which is being celebrated in each nook and cranny of the country, drug abuse and illicit trafficking, and which are quite indispensable, basically, the children of your age. You must be aware of that I will be coming to the next part. So first, let's see the drug abuse and illicit trafficking. What does this do, Mark? You might have been in a state of dilemma. Drug abuse against illicit trafficking. Drug abuse, you see, if a survey report is being taken in our country, we find basically the children from the age group of 14 to 19 years, they have been the victims of this. And you see, what might have been the reason behind it? Why they have been abused or why they have been addicted to these drugs? Right from the beginning I have said, the beauty of your life lies with the beauty of your state of mind. Adverse situations might have tempted them, the children of this group. Adverse situations like frustration in family, sometimes pressure of the peers, sometimes also feeling being ignored and feelings of having the frustration in mind, feelings of negligence, and sometimes bitter experience. And for this, while a child is born, just I am taking back to the childhood days, when the child is born, he is born free. He was not born as a drug addict. He was not born as a terrorist or a Maoist. Then why did he become like this? What is the reason behind it? It needs a thorough introspection of the time. Basically, the children of this group, those who are the school going or the college going children. So let's say you write from the factors which might have been responsible. That is improper parenting, one of the reasons. Next is that is the pressure of the peer, your people of the same age group and their influence on you. And sometimes the children, they get also frustrated and bitter experience because of the educational stress. And partly also, which is of course nowadays it is not there, the corporal punishments being given. So out of all these, the most important thing is parenting and the role of the teachers here, because they are the students basically. So a thorough introspection, a thorough analysis is to be taken that why it happens, and counseling based programs are a must for shaping the innocent life of the children. And sometimes this illicit driving and all, or the traffic, that also leads to the victimization of your life. And most of the time, and even also the report that is there, every day updates the children of your age, 14 to 18 years and all, the children of your age, they get intoxicated beyond the school hour and they pass away meeting such accidents, having this rash driving. So children, now the question comes, should we continue the same activity? Should we continue the same scenario that is going on nowadays, or we should put a stop to it? Dear friends, life is a God's gift. You have not created your life, neither your parents also. None of our parents has created us. Without the blessings of Almighty, this might not have been possible. This beautiful life might not have been possible. Who has given you the right to waste it? So now the time has come to bite the bullet. You must have to realize that you have to spread the fragrance of your beauty far and wide. How it is possible? First of all, being disciplined in life, which is utmost necessary. God has not given same talent to everybody. That doesn't matter also to excel in life. It's a part. It's not the heart of your life that everybody will have the excellent academic prosperity. No, I don't believe in that. But what can be done, the way we can reform our life is, first of all, to understand the meaning of a disciplined life. How should I make my life disciplined and all? Remaining free from these uninvited problems. Okay? So first, you see, the friends or the peer members, those who are now tempting for being indulged in such activities, let us get rid of them. Because ultimately, you are going to make yourself victimized. You are going to suffer yourself in the life. Nobody will suffer for you. Neither your parents nor your teachers. Ultimately, it is yours. Ultimately, it is your responsibility to reform your life, to bring changes into your life. Okay? So that thought must have been in you. So dear friends, I repeat, Instead of getting worried for your academic excellence, it is better to bring changes, reformations in life first. Every year, hundreds and hundreds scholastic figures are coming out of the schools, colleges and universities. Then still why there is not peace? Why peace is not restored in the society? Tell me. What it lacks? Where it lacks? The character. The attitude. That's why. So first it is necessary, the first point I said. And the second thing is that it's a request to all the parents, even the teacher parents, parents, and even your parents. Not to have over anxiety and over stress for the children. Because nowadays, I have seen, I have experienced within this 23, 24 years of this teaching as a teacher's life, I have seen that because of the over stress of the parents, over anxiety of the parents, the children fail to have the mental balance. Nowadays even parents are more ambitious than the teachers. Okay? Let the life be natural. Let's have a natural growth. Each and every parent has to understand what is the strength, which area is the strength and weakness area of my child. And they must first on that, as well as we people with your teachers. Everybody cannot be everybody cannot be a scientist or a medical officer or a doctor. It's not that. Varieties of ways are there in life. So first you see your strength, your weakness. Which area is your strength in academics? Which area is your weakness in academics? And marvel accordingly. Tell your parents accordingly. My friend is opting for science. I should opt for +2 science stream. No. Why should? My area of excellence is in the arts topic or in commerce. I should go for that. Because the stress comes from that only. The level of stress, neither the parents they understand nor you people also. Sometimes. And the level of stress comes from that, where in the succeeding days you become a failure. And what happens? The consequence is drug addiction. The consequence is illicit biking and a tragic death. And people of your age, another important issue I am saying, people of your age must be aware of, because we used to see every day children of your age, even you people, driving scooters or bikes or even also heavy vehicles. That's why, first of all, ensure that you are above 18 to 21 years. You must have at least a learning license. Everybody must have a learning license. And ensure that whenever you are driving with a license, you must have a helmet with you. Whenever you are going outpost or out of the station, out of your home also. Because at that time, then you may ask the question, sir, most of the time we have seen you also, you are not wearing helmets. That's a fact. That is wrong. But difference is that whatever the mental stability we have at this age, you do not have. You are being tempted by situations, you are being tempted, the road tempts you. Okay? And the consequence is fatal accidents and loss of life. Imagine of your parents, though you are having a single child. What will be the life of the parents? What is your life? What you got? And next thing, the most important thing which will be ruining your life tragically, even you will have a painful death at hospital, that is the drug addiction. Please refrain from that. Understand the gravity of the situation. Think of the helplessness of your parents, counseling of your teachers, your siblings and all. So it's my sincere request not to come to that trap, not to be involved in that vicious circle. Once you get into it, you won't find any way to come back. Okay? So dear friends, these were the messages in this morning to you. And I hope from today onwards, you will take the oath that at least for your parents, for your mother, you say, who has been shedding endless tears for you, at least for your mother and father, you will have a good life, you will have a disciplined life, beautiful life full of prosperity. And for your teachers, those who have a lot of sacrifice in your life, untold sufferings, you cannot mend it till your life ends. You cannot pay back to parents, you cannot pay back to your teachers. At least from this two society, from this teachers community, as well as parents community, it's a sincere request to you to think of it. To think of its consequence and to choose your way. Choice is yours now. The ball is at your court. You have to play, you are the player. You know how to play, but you know that once foul played, what is the tragedy awaiting ahead? What is the suffering awaiting ahead? That everybody knows that. So thank you once again for having the patient hearing. Thank you all my teachers, my colleagues, and to all members of LRT family. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. Indeed, it was very informative. Children, let us all acknowledge now a knowledgeable skit prepared by one of our most talented teacher, Mrs. Anusha ma'am and her team. Ma'am, please.
मैं कौन हूँ? मैं ऐसे क्यों चल रहा हूँ? मेरी ऐसी हालत कैसे? मैं पहले ऐसा कभी नहीं था, कभी भी नहीं था। मेरा नाम रोहित है। मैं एक छोटे शहर का लड़का हूँ, लेकिन मेरे सपने बहुत बड़े थे। मैं अपनी जिंदगी से बहुत खुश था, पर आज मैं पूरी तरह से बर्बाद हो चुका हूँ। मैं अपनी जिंदगी से बहुत खुश था। यारों का यार, माँ का दुलारा। माँ अपने हाथों से खाना खिलाती थी और मुझे रोज आशीर्वाद भी देती थी। और बहन का तो मैं प्यारा भाई था। बहन मुझे मारती थी, मेरे साथ खेलती थी और मुझसे बहुत प्यार करती थी। मुझे म्यूजिक और डांस का बहुत शौक था।
On the beat. दोस्तों, आपको सिर्फ एक छोटा सा पैगाम देना चाहता हूँ कि ये मत भूलें, इंसान की हर नफ्स में मौत का जाता है। दोस्तों, हंसती खेलती जवानी थी, बचपना था, ये इसी तरह ही कि ऐसे लोगों के साथ मत बैठे कि जो इस बीमारी में मुब्तला हैं, इस नशे में मुब्तला हैं, वो दोस्त नशा लगा देते हैं। मेरे भाइयों, आपके लिए रिक्वेस्ट है, मैं हाथ जोड़ता हूँ, आज मैं मौत से लड़ रहा हूँ, ये नशा मत करना। मुझे सोच ये नहीं है, मुझे पता है मैंने मरना है, मौत पर हाथ का, लेकिन अफसोस इस बात का लेके जाऊंगा कि मैंने अपनी माँ को धोखा दे देना। मौत में मेरी माँ बहुत ज्यादा रोएगी, बहुत ज्यादा रोएगी मेरी माँ। और इस बड़ी जवानी में जो गलती कर बैठा, खास करके मेरे भाइयों को, दोस्तों को पैगाम है, यारों नशा ना करना। मैं यही तोहमत दे के मर रहा हूँ।
Thank you so much, ma'am and team. It was incredible. Now, I would like to call one of our students, Miss Daksha Dharmika of Standard 7, to deliver her feelings about this. Daksha, please.
Good morning everyone, I'm Daksha Dharmika of Class 7D. Today I'm going to speak a few lines on the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. The International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking is the United Nations International Day Against Drug Abuse and the Illegal Drug Trade. It is observed annually on 26 June since 1989. The date, June 26, is to commemorate Lee Jae-soo's dismantling of the opium trade in Yunnan, Guangdong, ending on June 25, 1839, just before the First Opium War in China. The observance was instituted by General Assembly Resolution 42 by 112 on 7 December 1987. On 26 June 1987, two important texts, Comprehensive Multidisciplinary Outline of Future Activities in Drug Abuse Control and Declaration of the International Conference on Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking were adopted on the International Conference, which was held in Vienna during 17 to 26 June in 1987. The conference recommended that an annual day should be observed to mark the importance of the fight against drug abuse and illicit trafficking. Both the dates, 17 June and 26 June, were suggested, and in later meeting, 26 June was chosen and written into the draft and final resolution. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day ahead.
Highlighting all these points, we have come to the end of this program. I would like to thank to each and everyone who are directly and indirectly connected with this program for being a part of this and making it successful. Thank you once again.